Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Tonight I want to do number 9 in the voting videos. I understand that the little individual changes in the scope of what's happening are not all that important, but for those of us that are extremely affected by this phenomenon, I think it helps to read other comments of people who see things the way that we remember them being, because this is just a difficult thing, and the people just saying we're stupid and have bad memories, you know, they're not helping. They have no understanding what we're going through. So anyhow, Mikey likes it. On the left here is how I remember it. I mean, I've seen this commercial 1,000 times. It's beyond, seemed like daily when I was a kid. So what's this? You got the two little kids here. I don't know, some cereal. It's supposed to be good for us. You gonna try it? I'm not going to try it. Are you going to try it? I'm not going to try it. And then they look over at Mikey and they say, hey, let's get Mikey. He'll eat it. He'll eat anything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey. So that's what I remember, okay? When I was growing up, people called a kid Mikey if he was a kid who wasn't picky. You know, older people would call, you know, even into the 80s, 90s, people would call their kid Mikey. He may not even know what the heck they were talking about, but if he was a kid who wasn't real picky and would eat anything, then they just would call him Mikey. I mean, this is what I remember. But that's not how it is now. In this reality, it's always been this way.
He won't eat it. He hates everything.
He won't eat it. He hates everything. So now Mikey's a kid who hated everything. I didn't grow up with Mikey being a kid who hated everything. He liked everything. That's how I remember him. So when I first saw this, I couldn't believe it. Now, I found this in my research here. Michael Jackson, Mikey, did a commercial. It's probably not long after the commercial came out. And one of his older brothers here says the way I remember.
Let's get Mikey. Yeah, he'll eat anything.
Yeah, he'll eat anything. So you know, this is what I remember. What's odd is down here it says two brothers try to pass their cereal to little brother Mikey. They say he won't eat it because he hates everything. Ha ha ha. This is odd down here. This goes with the actual commercial, but doesn't go with this here. So someone copied and pasted this probably, but doesn't go with the way they did this commercial here. So anyhow, please thumb up the video if you remember it like I do, that Mikey was a kid who liked everything. Thumb this down if you remember him as a kid who hated everything. Now my son, I was talking to him about this earlier, and he was trying to rationalize it and, you know, and think about it in a logical way, and thinking, well, you know, they're giving it to him because he doesn't like anything. So when he ate the cereal, they were excited. They're like, hey, he likes it. Yeah, I understand all that. So people want to say that it's more logical. That's fine, but it was just a simple concept that he would eat anything. So let's get him to try it because we don't really want to try it. So he'll try it. Hey, he likes it. I mean, it's just a simple little thing. You don't have to think too much into this. You know, it blows me away, these people that say, oh, look, just because there's an apostrophe, they don't think the apostrophe was in this word, or they think that the apostrophe was taken out of this word. So rather than think that they misremembered and can't remember that correctly, they just think they're in a parallel universe. I mean, those people are so stupid. It's just, oh my gosh, it gets me so pissed off. That's just a stupid thing to say, well, you know, these people, just because of one little thing, they think they're in a parallel. No, it's hundreds of things. It's the whole world map. I mean, it's just, whatever. I don't want to get all pissed off at that. These videos here are for people who understand what I'm talking about. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, move along. You know, just go eat some, you know, Oscar Mayer wiener or something. Or just go off and, I don't know, do whatever. Don't watch my video. So anyhow, moving along here. This brings me to the pastors that have been coming out, because people saying the Bible's changed, and so they're coming out and they have people asking them, hey, Pastor, is the Bible changed? And like, no, God's word hasn't changed. It never changed. You know, these are guys who aren't experiencing the phenomenon, so whatever's in the New King James Version has probably always been in there. And so that's the other thing. People are getting confused. Things have never changed, okay? If you're from this reality, nothing's ever changed, obviously. But there's a bunch of us who experienced another reality. Let's just say that. So there's this pastor who says, well, I didn't even look into the Mandela effect, but I don't need to, because God told me it was witchcraft. It was the devil, and it was the great deception, you know, in the end times. And so I don't even need to look into it. Well, Einstein, this is what came to mind when I saw him. You know, condemnation without investigation is the height of ignorance. You're not even going to look at something, and you're just going to just tell people, don't even look at that. That's just ridiculous and stupid to me. Okay, so that's about it. Please thumb up this video if you remember Mikey being a kid who liked it. Please thumb down the video if he was always a kid who hated everything. And I will talk to you all soon.